Hi there, it's day 195, and today's topic is anxiety is a bad advisor. Look up where are they built on and make the doubts go away. Now, this topic is similar to yesterday's topic, but there's a big difference. Yesterday it was about, um, building up an anxiety because your thoughts are way far away from reality. It's just an imagination that you are creating and feeding with what possibilities that are not realistic. Today is about being confronted with something, and then anxiety comes up, and usually it is based on experiences and have knowledge, because you are sometimes it comes up often when we have not enough experience. We make some thoughts about it, and we can't find really how things work, and then you have an outcome that you're imagining, a positive, or the way you should want things to be, and then how things happen. And most of the time, the outcome is depending on you, but you are missing experience. And so instead of following and analyzing which is the right step, or what has to be done in order to avoid a false outcome, you are just following your your fear, and so you are creating by yourself the negative outcome just because you're not making any moves in order to change it. So it is to analyze what are the outcomes, the possible outcomes, and what do you have to do instead. So the whole system is functioning 100%, otherwise the outcome would be different. So you are feeding your thoughts by what can go wrong, and then subconsciously you do the necessary steps that are creating exactly this experience, which again gives you the feeling that this is what was right to do. Instead of analyzing exactly what other possibilities of action you could take and what might happen, then you can start like a similar expedition where you are trying and looking, well, if I would have done this, what would have happened. Sometimes there are possibilities to check it out and see what the outcome is. And then the next time you can do the necessary steps or analyze what is important in order to be able to make these steps. Sometimes there's also something that maybe we have to prepare. Maybe from outside we need some other measurement to take care of. And then suddenly you're finding yourself living in an experience that is totally different, and suddenly you're feeling that you have an impact, that you can change the things to the better when you only start analyzing, seeing things different, and taking different steps in action in order to have an outcome that suddenly supports you also to reach more than you thought was possible. So the totally lived life is just by approaching them totally different, a totally different one. So that's why this thing, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. By seeing different the things, you do different things, the outcome is different, and suddenly, the chain from action and result is totally different. So instead of thinking, if I do A, I have the result B, suddenly you see if I do A, I have a different outcome. Or maybe it's B, you have a different action, different outcome. And so you're thinking it's the same, but there is always a difference between what you did. Otherwise, you would have the same result. It's not possible. So just by making yourself conscious about what you can do and realizing that there is more to do than you think, suddenly more options are possible, more possibilities to react, and suddenly also attract more of what you wish to have as an outcome. So try this out. Take your time and stay tuned. Till tomorrow.